Guys, welcome to episode 3 of Learning Korean with Netflix. I think I've run into some problems because I have to really cherry pick the sentences I use to teach because some of it's out of context. Some of them they have a lot of words that are just implied, so native speakers would know what you're talking about. But if you're learning, it can be really hard because there's no context. It's difficult to explain, but from now I'm just gonna like cherry pick few sentences and then show you which ones I can swap out. Because sometimes one sentence has too many different elements, too many new concepts. It's difficult to process everything at once. Because think about if one sentence has 5 words you don't know, and then 7 conjugations you've never heard of, and then some kind of conjugation you've never seen before. It's too much for the brain to process. The brain could only process a limited amount of things at the same time. So, what I like to do is I like to focus on one thing first. Like, if there's a sentence, then I like to focus on one element first. Like, if there's a certain conjugation, then I just want to show you that one conjugation first. And as you get more advanced, then then you can handle like 6 or 7 conjugations in the same sentence at the same time. But when you're just starting out, even one conjugation is difficult to remember and to understand. But you go over to the next word and there's like a second conjugation, third conjugation, and like 7 conjugations in a row. Like, oh my god, it's too much to process. So it might seem very, very slow in the beginning just to learn one at a time, but don't think of it as one at a time. Think of it as you learn one conjugation today, and because you learned that one conjugation today, all other ones, the similar conjugations in the future, you will know it. So in the beginning, the speed is very, very slow. Yeah, anyways, let's go on with the Netflix. Okay, so today I picked this sentence.
나도 그냥 해본 소리예요.
All right. So the full sentence is 나도, like me also, just do seen sound. Oh no, the I part is not correct, but that's extremely confusing. It translates to I was just saying. What? You're probably thinking like how does that even make sense? Like I also just do seen sound. That makes no sense, right? So let me break this down for you. So in this sentence, there are 7 different elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're gonna take some stuff out just to simplify. Because remember, like we want to simplify the sentence in order to understand it. So this one is not needed. That's a flavor word. Okay, those are separate. And we're just gonna take out that too. That's a flavor word. Let's see. Okay, so if I translate each individual word into the English, this is I. 해 is do. 본 is like try. 소리 is sound. And 에요, no real translation. It means like is, I guess. So it's like the sound. The translation for this is the sound that I tried. It's like how can you get this from sound? Like how can you get the sound that I tried from this sentence? It makes no sense, right? So let's just try to replace some of the words. Okay, sound is a noun. Think of a similar word category with sound. How about hamburger? Man, I always use a hamburger as my examples. I guess I'm always hungry when I make this. But hamburger, right? So we change that to hamburger. So it changes every word to hamburger. Every word that used to be sound, right? So now this becomes 나 해본 햄버거예요. The hamburger that I tried. Except that makes sense in English, but it doesn't really make sense in Korean. You also have to change this to 먹어. So it's like the hamburger I ate. The hamburger I ate. Actually, what am I doing? I should put this into the colors. It's easier to visualize. Sorry about that. Okay, so I put it into the color machine. So this is I ate try hamburger is equal to the hamburger that I ate. Okay? What if I say the hamburger that I saw? Which number do you think we have to change? Hamburger that I saw. Well, if you said number 2, then you are correct. Okay? So saw in English, right? Saw in okay guys, well I just had this realization. Although 봐본 거야, it grammatically makes sense, but it sounds awkward to a native speaker, and I can't put my finger on it why. So we just say, actually, when we speak, we say 나 본 햄버거예요. I guess because 본 also means see, it kind of means see and try. But since we have like both 봐 and 본, we leave the first one out just for this one. This is like a special case. So this happens a lot in languages actually. Languages don't always have 100% consistent grammar. So that's why I was going to say in like another video, like don't take grammar so seriously. Like it's not like a law. It's just kind of like a guideline, but it comes with experience. Like how do you know all these things, right? So yeah, this one is kind of a special one. We wouldn't say 봐본 거야. It's grammatically correct, but it sounds kind of awkward to say, so we don't say that one. But every other one still works. So if you say 해본 거야, if you say 만들어 본 거야, 만들어 is to make. So if you say like 나 만들어 본 햄버거예요, the hamburger that I made, so on and so on and so on. And also these ones could also replace with a bunch of other things, you know, hamburger. Instead of saying hamburger, we have computer, blah blah blah. And this one too, number 5, we can also replace it with 아니에요, which is not, right? If you say 나 해본 컴퓨터 아니에요, would be like the computer that I did not make. Computer that I did not make. So yeah, guys, I was trying to like whip through the sentences today. I wanted to get through more sentences, but I realized how long it just takes to make one sentence, and 10 minutes goes by like super fast. I don't want to make these videos too long, but I think the problem is the sentences in dramas and movies, they're too complex. So I think starting with easier sentences is better, but if I simplify it, then it's like the same too. But yeah, I'm still learning how to make these kinds of formats and stuff like that, and my ideas will just evolve over time. And I think everyone has to start somewhere, and I'm just trying to start these new ideas and improve on it and get better and better. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.